Something terrifying happened at Chuck E. Cheese after closing time. I'm going to be telling you a bunch of very true and creepy night shift stories. The first story is about a couple of staff members that were closing the Chuck E. Cheese restaurant for the night. It had been a busy day of birthday parties and they were very excited to go home. One of the employees went around turning off the lights, and when they got to the area with the animatronics and shut the lights off, they suddenly heard this snickering coming from somewhere in the darkness. Chills went down their spine because it literally sounded like it was coming directly from one of the animatronics. That's when he saw something move from the side of his eye, and when he turned to look, he saw a person's shadow standing behind Helen Henny. He called out and asked who was there, but he just kept hearing this laughter in response. So he called one of the employees over, told them to call the police, and when they turned on the lights, they saw this man just standing there. He looked like he was in his 40s. He was crouched behind one of the animatronics and refusing to leave. The police had to come escort him out, and they told the staff that this wasn't the first time this man had tried hiding in a restaurant. That would be absolutely terrifying. The next story is about a man who worked at a movie theater, and he was turning off the projectors and basically closing down the theater around 2 a.m. And he was about to leave when in one of the theaters it started to play the movie Insidious from the beginning without previews. It was extremely out of place considering the projectors are programmed for the movie to start automatically with the 20-minute previews built in. No show was scheduled in the computer because obviously it was closing time. He has no idea how it started, but if you guys have seen the Insidious movies, that intro part is terrifying, the music. Then there's one about a janitor at a local gym. He was mopping the floors and had his back to the door listening to his iPod. And when he turned around, there was a man dressed in a super sketchy dollar store UPS costume. He had his face pressed against the glass, smiling and tapping on the window with one finger. It scared the heck out of him, and this person was telling him to let him in so he could deliver a package. Now, the creepy part about this whole thing is that it was 1:30 in the morning. So the man called the cops, obviously, and when the cops arrived, they found the man breaking into a house down the road. So could you imagine if he actually let this guy in?